2022 Infiniti QX60 first test. This luxury SUV deserves a new engine. But before we start, please support us by pressing the like and subscribe buttons, so that we can continue to provide information about car and motorcycle news. Also turn on the bell button to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you. From the digital gauge display, beyond the contrast stitched dash, and over the creased, sculpted hood, the view from the 2022 Infiniti QX60's driver's seat gives a convincingly luxurious impression. Yet under that hood is the same engine as before. While other luxury three-row SUVs adopt turbocharged or electrically assisted powerplants, the redesigned QX60 sticks with the V6 it's had since 2017. Given the carryover hardware, it's no surprise the 2022 Infiniti QX60 performs much like its predecessor. It brings enough newness to seem like an improvement, just not in ways that our MotorTrend test results indicate. Same engine, similar outcome. About that engine, it's a 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 making 295 horsepower and 270 pounds-to-foot of torque. Behind it is a new 9-speed automatic transmission, an ostensible upgrade over the prior, unloved CVT. Regardless of trim, every QX60 is FWD as standard. The example we evaluated was equipped with optional AWD, which is a new system said to engage more readily and better balance torque between the front and rear axles. Even with real gears to work with and that improved AWD, the new QX60 is barely quicker than the last-gen model we most recently tested. Acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour took 7.3 seconds, a few blinks ahead of the 2018 model's 7.7-second result. Conversely, the new version posted a lower quarter-mile trap speed, completing the run in 15.7 seconds at 87.9 miles per hour as opposed to 15.9 seconds at 90.3 miles per hour. Although those numbers are reasonable for the segment, in real-world driving the powertrain doesn't provide effortless acceleration befitting a luxury SUV. The new QX60's peak horsepower and torque arrive high in the rev range, at 6,400 and 4,800 revolutions per minute, respectively. The lack of low-end twist makes the QX60 feel strained whether it's cruising around town or getting up to freeway speeds. Several of our evaluation drivers noted a rough first to second upshift. The 2022 Infiniti QX60 needed 128 feet to stop from 60 miles per hour, slightly longer than the 122-foot result the 2018 model recorded. That's a bit hard to explain, as the newer version's brake rotors are larger in diameter, curb weight only went up by about 30 pounds, and its tire footprint is slightly broader, 255/50 versus 235/55, both on 20-inch rims. Perhaps it has something to do with the switch from Bridgestone to Hankook. Ditto dynamics. Underneath its handsome, modern sheet metal, the 2022 Infiniti QX60 rides on the same platform as it did previously. No surprise, its handling performance is like the outgoing models. Around the skid pad, the 2022 QX60 achieved 0.80 grams, average, slightly better than the 2018 0.78 grams. It's a similar story on the figure 8, which the new QX60 completed in 28.0 seconds, pretty close to the 28.3 second time posted by the older version. Both averaged 0.60 grams in the test. Numbers aside, the QX60's ride and handling support its upscale aim. Turn-in is crisp and accurate, and despite noticeable body roll, the vehicle remains balanced and planted through corners. Although rough surfaces can elicit slight buzzes from interior trim pieces, the absorbent suspension soaks up impacts without feeling floaty. From inside, the experience is one of smooth quietude. It's what's inside that counts. Luxury three-row SUV intenders should focus more on the 2022 Infiniti QX60's interior than its test results. That's where it impressed us most. Materials are quite nice, especially in the front row where nearly every surface is covered with soft touch finishing, matte open pore wood, and metallic details. Dual 12.3-inch displays for the infotainment and gauge cluster lend a high-tech ambience, though we'd prefer it if more HVAC controls were hard buttons rather than haptic sensors. The drive selector knob slides with pleasant tactility and is part of a center console that contains several useful storage spaces. The rear seats feature some premium treatments, too. Our sensory trim test unit was equipped with second-row sunshades and heated seats. Third-row passengers get air vents and USB ports. Even though legroom in those rearmost seats is snug, hip room is much improved. Regardless, accessing the seats is terrifically simple thanks to how the second row tilts and slides forward with a single touch of a button. There's one such button on the seat base for passengers climbing in and another on the seat back so they can let themselves out. The second row seats can still tilt forward even if a child seat is mounted.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.